Yeah, it's muggy.
It is, yeah.
It's muggy. Hey, as Rochesterians, nothing is better this time of year than a drink by the lake.
For sure. We're learning more this morning about a special canned cocktail brand. It's called Lake Hour, and they're bringing those lakeside vibes to you all year round.
Yes, we're thrilled to be joined this morning by the creators of the new brand. That's film producer Rich Peete and actor Wyatt Russell. Thank you both so much for waking up and coming in bright and early.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about the drink, Lake Hour. Where did this idea come from?
Well, Rich and my wife are best friends. They've been best friends for 12 years, and they were always like, you guys should be best friends. And we're like, 38.
My wife and his wife, yeah.
Right. And then we were like, we got friends, like we're good. And then we went on a family vacation, and in a hot tub, we were like, you know, this would be like a really good idea to have one of these drinks that isn't like overly sweet, and these like seltzers that are kind of popular, but they're sort of more for us and not, you know, like they don't overpower you with like too much sugar, which is a lot of them do for us. And then we went down this road of like creating a drink that actually tasted good. And we both grew up on lakes, and that was our, like, you know, sort of made us who we were, and we connected over it. I grew up in Ontario, Canada, going to lakes every year, and Rich right here in the great state.
Geneseo, yeah, York.
Very good.
But yeah, inspired by like Jenny Cream Ale, like the cans. We just felt like none of the cans on the market really spoke to us, and everything was just overly sweet and had fake sugar and fake flavorings.
So what is the alcohol in it? It's vodka, tequila, gin? What are we talking here?
All of them in one.
It's our kind of drink right there.
Three-year vodka, one is tequila, watermelon cucumber is tequila, the rosemary, yuzu, honeysuckle, ginger, and peach jasmine are vodka. It's like 5%, it's like a beer. It doesn't like overwhelm your taste buds or your stomach. It doesn't make you give the bubbly gut. Like, it is all very easy to drink, unoffensive, or like the drink everybody can agree on. Is sort of
perfect for drinking like out on the boat, on the golf course. You can have a bunch of them
at a wedding.
Yeah.
You know.
Backyard.
Backyard.
Pet work.
Yeah.
Doing whatever makes you happy.
Sitting on the couch at home alone, whatever. It's fine. Can we crack these open?
Please. What would you like to start with?
You
Your
guys
favorite.
are the
Give us your
experts.
favorite
Yes.
first.
Well, Rich and I have different favorites.
Okay.
My favorite's honeysuckle ginger. Rich's rosemary yuzu, which is a different flavor. Yuzu is like a grapefruit married with a lemon. Okay. But it's really, really good. And the way we came up with the flavors, by the way, Tracy, Rich's wife, we're not professionals. I don't know if you could tell that.
We are.
Tracy was like, you know, these would be really good. You guys should try like these different flavor types. And we literally just came up with the flavors because we thought these were the best. We didn't have some like, you know, marketing forecasted of like, you know, they really like black cherry, so we should make black cherry.
Yeah.
We were like, well, we didn't want another black cherry, so we went with these unique flavors and like, you know, really liked them. Which would you give them, rosemary yuzu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our favorite.
I'm gonna try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Morning.
there we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Here, I'll drink it out of the can. So it doesn't have that like,
Yeah.
Oh, I like
funky-
that.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't have that like weird aftertaste you normally get.
Yeah.
From the, you know, from like,
What
I don't
one
want to
was
say any
this?
other by name.
Rosemary yuzu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I taste the rosemary for sure.
I taste the yuzu.
Perfect. It's working.
This is honeysuckle ginger. This is my
Down the
favorite.
hatch.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be like, let's get wasted before
Did
the
you
next
finish
segment.
it? I
I'm going
finished
to.
it.
I mean,
That's tasty.
I really hope our boss is not up in the front office.
Yeah, but it's gonna make the next segment way more fun.
It will.
I can't wait.
It will.
By the way, last segment, to tie it in, the warplanes, my grandfather, Buddy Russell, who my son is named after, is on the plane. He flew a float plane for Al Capone in Maine. My whole family's from Maine, grew up on lakes. They owned a lake, like hunting and fishing cabin in the 30s and 40s. And he was a World War II pilot.
Love that.
So we
That's
put him on the
amazing.
can as well.
It seems like you guys have tied a lot of your family history and your family roots into this, which is
We made
it's
it
nice.
It's not like a lot of these companies, great. Some are great. No one's talked bad about anybody, but like they're made in a lab and they're made by like, you know, people big beverage, exactly. and that was what we didn't want to do. Like we have a story to tell. We have like, you know, history that we wanted to put into the branding of the drink and make it ours. It's not just some like way to make money. It's definitely not a way to make money. But it's personal. So like that's what we really went with.
Yeah, this is Canisius Lake on the can, and it has like the house that my wife and my kiddos and I live in, my grandparents' house up on the north end of Canisius, and then my great-grandparents' house. Like it's all on the can, and yeah, very much like Canisius and Western New York.
Yeah.
I love that you're both tying your familial stories in with the product. I think that's really cool. You
Yeah.
know, it sounds like it's more meaningful than just, like you said, a money grab kind of thing.
We care. We've worked too hard to care about it. And like part of what I said to Rich was like, when we first started it, he was like, I want to do this. Do you really want to do this? And I was like, yes. I've never promoted anything in my life. I never will promote anything in my life after this. And I said, like, I can only help you, you know, learn the business, run the company. And that's part of been the fun for me is like, not a celebrity who can hold a can and just be like, hey, like, buy my drink. I don't think I'd sell anything that way, to be honest. And so this was the only way that I thought I could actually help. And it felt close enough to me. Not close enough. It was. This is me. Like this. This is who I am.
Yeah.
Made every great experience I had was on a lake growing up from the time I was 5 years old to 27, in Ontario, Canada, in a place called Muskoka that was like very, very, very similar to the Western New York and the Finger Lakes, and so that's why it's become like sort of the fabric of my life. Like if you ask our wives, like, how much time do we spend on lake hour as opposed to how much time do you spend making film? Rich is a producer. It's like
A lot.
Yeah.
They might regret introducing us at this point.
Yeah.
Well, again, it is their own fault.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
You can point the finger of blame.
Guys, we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to keep chatting, keep tasting.
We're going to see how many of
appreciate
these cans we can get through.
it. We'll be right back.
2 more
minutes.
8-packs. Yeah.
Welcome back. We are returning with more from film producer and actor, our good friends right now who are promoting their new seltzer. You
Yes.
guys, this is really, really tasty.
Lake Hour.
I feel like it's gone to my head already. I'm not gonna lie. I've only had a couple sips, but it's early. A little bit
Couple
of a-
sips.
Yeah.
She's finished both of the cups that have been poured.
Both cans that have been poured. Yeah.
Well, we'll enter the news segment
Yes.
Yes.
with watermelon cucumber. This is our best-selling SKU, our best-selling flavor.
And this is the one that's tequila,
This has
correct?
tequila in it.
Okay.
For Abby.
And this is my wife's
You could smell
favorite.
the watermelon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's refreshing, easy to drink, non-offensive. And then, like when we were talking during the break, like, you know, do you get no hangover? That's not true. We can't make that claim.
Sure, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
However, when we did when we did start drinking these drinks, and like the first time we had it together, we had a few to test it out.
Sure.
And we both have kids the same age, 3.5 and like 5-6 months old. And so it was like, wow, you can actually wake up. It's not so bad 'cause you're not getting the crazy amount of sugar, and I can change a diaper and like, hey, take the kid fishing, or like look at spider webs for 9 hours at 3 in the morning. And it was kind of an appeal to like, maybe stop drinking.
Guaranteed
so many
no
IPAs.
hangovers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I mean, I
promise.
think you're gonna sell out immediately with that claim.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think of the watermelon
I
cucumber?
love it. This
It's
is
good.
right up my alley.
Yeah.
You can
This is fantastic.
absolutely
It's my
taste
summer
the watermelon
favorite.
in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
I do
Yeah,
like that.
it's
I
definitely
like
the
that.
summer favorite. It's really, everybody seems to enjoy it.
Okay, we're gonna be in. You two are in town, and you're gonna be out, and you're gonna be passing these drinks out at places, correct?
Yes. Yep. We'll be in Rochester today at Pinnacle and Century, and then we'll be at some bars buying lake hours for people. And then tomorrow we're in Buffalo. Saturday we'll be in Geneseo for the sidewalk show, and we'll be at A&N and Kelly's in Idle Hour in Geneseo, and the Village Tavern, just buying drinks for people and hanging out.
And
full
can people
tour.
get these in grocery stores now?
Yes,
in New York.
we can't
Liquor
say
stores.
liquor
Liquor
stores.
stores.
Yes, liquor
Yeah,
stores.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
liquor. We can't say exactly where to get it because that's not legal on television.
Okay.
But you can go to our website, follow us on Instagram at Drink Lake Hour. That's where you can find like all the merch drops and the hats, and we've got a bunch of fun merch that's also like, you know, an exciting part of the business. You can have, we have a brand finder where you can like, you know, go in, you put out where you live, and it shows you where
you
the
can get it.
closest
Very
place
good.
And it
is
is,
to you.
Western New York is our home. Like it says Finger Lakes, on our can, and Geneseo, and we've actually sold the most Lake Hour here than any of the other states that we've been in.
Yeah.
I think we were trying to do the math, but it's like over 200,000 cans in less than a year just in Western New York.
We're going to go dark here.
Go
We'll
dark.
post all of this
Shirts.
information on
Thank you.
foxrochester.com
Wyatt, Rich,
after
thank you
the
very
show
much.
today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.